Hello and welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to be doing an oil change on a Suzuki SX4. Oil change a little bit overdue on it, and we had a loss of oil on the vehicle. Basically oil pressure low light came on, and on checking on the dipstick, the oil level was off the dipstick and took 3.5 litres so to bring it back up to level. So when we do this oil change, we're going to be using this product here. So this is Mannol Ester Motor Life Extender. So this basically pumps up all of the seals. It says it restores the volume in there and prevents leaks from inside the engine coming out. Also says it saves fuel, but it's also got a fluorescent dye. So if we have got any oil leaks on this engine, we should be able to find it with this fluorescent dye. I have checked around the engine, and there aren't any visible leaks on there, but when we're finished we'll give the engine a quick clean and check for oil leaks. Again, I think the reason that the oil consumption had taken the level down is just the driving style and hadn't been checked recently. So it's been about 3 weeks since that event, and with the corrected oil level I've been checking that, and we haven't got any sudden loss. So we haven't got a aggressive leak. I think, like I said, I think it's just due to it needing a service. So we're going to go ahead and get that done. Before we do the oil change, I'm just going to check the oil level. So we've got the vehicle raised in the air, and no under tray on this vehicle. Basically got a sump plug at the back of the engine here. Got a new one to replace that. So we're going to get an oil catcher underneath there, and then we're going to drain the oil down on this. Also put an axle stand in there just in case the hydraulic jack fails. So remove the drain from that, pop it over there, and we're going to be putting the sump drain plug into there when we're finished. Got a new sump plug to go back to replace the old one. Right, it's stopped draining, so just got to put the sump plug back in. Just going to start it by hand, and then we'll tighten it. There we go. So on this vehicle, the oil filter is located at the front of the engine. So we're going to get a drainer under there again and get that removed. These are normally only hand tightened, but it won't shift. You just might need to use one of these just to persuade it. But yeah, this one is coming off nice and easy. Going to make a bit of a mess when it comes off though, all over my arm and hand. Be prepared that you're going to have a bit of a clean up. Worst bit of the job. Yeah. So with the old oil filter removed, you can see just has a screw thread in the centre of it, and a sealing washer. Just check to make sure that that was correct. And then we look up there, you can see that's been installed now. Again, just hand tighten. So doesn't need to be any tighter than that. There is a specific tool for fitting oil filters, but again, you could find that if you're tightening it too much, it's going to have problems removal for the next time. So what I've done is just got an old bottle and cut it to make a little filler so we can get the oil into the engine. Did make sure it was all clean and dry, so we're not going to be putting moisture or fluids into there. And then we're just going to add the life extender first. So you can see it has got that fluorescent colour. This is going to change the colour of the oil. Decided to use the same brand of oil. Again, got this ester technology utilised in this, so we're going to add this into the engine now. Just dipped the engine oil and checked it again, just making sure it's the same level as when I checked it before we started. I'm going to run the engine now, get the oil moving around it, and then we'll do a final check. So just used a bit of degreaser on the engine, giving it a quick clean down as well, and so this will just remove any residue oil. And when we do the leak test, so we'll be able to check this when it's been driven for a while and just see if there's any of this fluorescent dye coming off the engine. Last thing to do is just record the mileage on the car. So the date today is the 7th of October 2023 and the current mileage is 100,401 miles. So it's been about a week and no oil leaks noted visually. Just checking this at night, because what we're going to be doing is using this black light to have a look around to see if we can see any oil leaking. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn this headlight off. Right. Now we can check around with this light here. See the dipstick? So I'm going to just take the oil filler cap off and see if we can see the dye inside the engine. See very clearly there, we've got, there we go, that's it. When you get the light on, the engine oil has got this fluorescent dye in it. We know that the dye is working. But yeah. There it seems to be picking up corrosion on the engine. I think that's oil leaking, but I think that's corrosion. Yeah, so definitely can't see any oil leaking from the engine. That is all good. And just check underneath here as well. Can't see any leaks anywhere. Going to check the oil level, and oil level looks fine, so it doesn't look like it's losing any oil, and we can't see any leaks. So yeah, puts my mind at rest.